What up, people? Welcome to another edition of WTF. What the French Toast. And as always, this podcast and others in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day podcast family are brought to you by the power of 5. Like, comment, subscribe, notify, share. They're all free and they help us grow. So if you love what we do, help us out. And on with the podcast. Today, well, let's start from the beginning. There has been a bit of a situation in the red pill community due to two facts. The first fact is that Fresh and Fit has made up with just pearly things, which I can only think is a good thing. They both do the same thing. They're both entertaining, and it is what it is. You gotta love it. The other thing is that on this show that they had, which aired either last night or the night before, I'm not quite sure. I think it was the night before last. They had Dinalva on the show. Yes, that Dinalva. Now, we haven't heard from her in a while. Matter of fact, the last time we heard from her, she got kicked off King Richard's show. Shout out to you, King Richards, and the people at your podcast. And you might want to think that maybe she learned her lesson. She can't talk out the side of her neck. And you just can't. And she got invited onto the show. Why? I'm not quite sure. But at the very least, it'll be entertaining. So let's give it a listen. Let's watch it.
Kent. Let's just say Kent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a safe area?
You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
I'm gonna get chef fam.
You don't want to go there.
I'm gonna get chef fam.
And then you said you're
No,
a musician, right?
Yeah, I'm a musician.
What type of music do you make?
Kizomba. Kizomba mixed with R&B.
You can sing?
What is kizomba?
And I rap as well.
Spit a real quick bar for us.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what is kizomba?
Kizomba.
We're gonna hear it right now. Go ahead.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of Kalema?
No.
Yeah, Nelson Freitas.
It's like Portuguese music, I guess?
Angolan is different places. It's not just Angola.
Okay.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's a songwriter, and she's an artist, and she's a rapper. Fine. But everybody's a rapper today. So what does it really mean? Everybody and their mother's a rapper. I'm a rapper. Spit a few bars. No. Then you're not a rapper, are you? I'm going to fast forward this a bit. What do we got here?
See, people here are like, the people here, are you first generation or second generation?
I am. My dad was born here. My mum wasn't. So I don't know what that makes me. Second generation.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what we wanted.
What's your ethnic background?
My mum is Spanish, my dad is English.
Spain? Like Spain?
Yeah.
Okay. And then English. All right. And then we know you're Russian. Okay, and then Ghana and West Africa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What about you? You said you're 31. Where are you from originally?
I am also Angolan Portuguese.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So sim.
Did you grow up? Are you guys friends? You guys grew up in London together?
No, I don't know.
No, we've never met.
I don't know this bird.
Did you grow up in London or in Angola?
I grew up in Portugal.
In Portugal. Okay.
Yeah. Came to England when I was 12.
Okay. So, but you went to high school and everything. Well, sorry, secondary school and everything here.
Yeah, half there, and then the rest here, and then the rest.
Now, at this point, she sounds normal. She does. She sounds normal. So I'm thinking maybe she did learn her lesson. Maybe she did. Let's fast forward this a bit. And see what happens this time. What's happening now?
Runs America.
Listen,
wait, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube.
This is a dating podcast. Keep it on track here.
Listen, remember, this is
All
the
right.
thing. It's very dangerous to ask me questions because I went to study U.S. foreign policy because to me they are the ops. I'm Angolan, which means that we have, connection with the Soviet Union from history.
Yeah.
So
What? You're talking a whole bunch of nothing. That wasn't the question you were asked. Well, let's rewind that a bit and see what the question was.
to have interest in understanding their foreign policy to understand what happens
Where'd
in
you
the
do
world.
that? So Isaac.
No, I did at University of Warwick.
Okay.
Okay, question for you. Let's see how much they taught you at school. Who runs America?
Listen,
wait, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube.
This is a dating podcast.
Now, the question was asked, who runs America? Now, I'm quite sure we'll get quite a few answers, a few different answers from our viewers. But for the purposes of this conversation, the president runs America. What say you, old Dinalva?
Keep it on track here.
listen, remember, this
All
is
right.
the thing. It's very dangerous to ask me questions because I went to study U.S. foreign policy because to
No, 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 no. That is not the right answer. And you, Mr. Nova, are an idiot. But let's get back to it and see how you try to worm your way out of this one.
me they are the ops. I'm Angolan, which means that we have, connection with the Soviet Union from history.
Yeah.
So we have communist sort of like sympathies. So I went to study U.S. foreign policy to understand my own history. So I don't really study it because I'm interested in the U.S. It's more to know what did they do to the world.
Okay.
And you never answered the question. You make a great politician. That wasn't the question asked. And I'm surprised that Martin let you slide on it. Ah, let's get back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Poon interview?
Oh, I didn't yet. But
Oh, you
from what
didn't?
I've...
Oh, come on, man.
I mean, listen, there's not much more that they can say that is new. The rhetoric is the same. Things don't change. The only thing that's changing now is maybe like the political, influence that is going more towards BRICS rather than the Western influence. But, that's a story for another
That's
day.
interesting. U.S. foreign policy. Okay. I might. All right, we're on YouTube, so I'll just move on. All right.
want to get remonetized.
Yeah, right. I guess. Well, we all know. Okay, and then are your parents still together?
No, my dad passed away when I was 12.
My condolences.
Thank you.
And then birth control?
No.
Okay. So you're
Oy vey. I'm wondering how much of this I'm actually going to show today. Only because the entire show was a mess. The whole thing from start to finish was a mess. Now I'm going to actually call up Rumble because they wound up going to Rumble. Because the good stuff isn't on YouTube. Let's see.
your mom. So they were together when he passed. Your mom was widowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, dating status?
I don't want to break any hearts, so I can't say.
Oh.
Well, you kind of have already.
I don't know. I just left it ambiguous.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's get back into it.
Children. I help them.
Okay. Again,
Actually.
you don't have children, right? And you don't have a man.
No.
Okay. So you're pursuing a career.
No, I'm not pursuing a career. I'm just living my life because I have bills to pay.
Okay. Look, whether you want to accept it or not.
Okay. Full context. He was asking a question about her meeting her ideal man, and she's got all this stuff about she's teaching and she's working to pay bills. And I don't know where she's coming from with her responses. I really don't. Well, let's get back into it.
Right? And women get really
Don't I
mad
have
when I
bills
say
to
this.
pay?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have bills to pay
Yes.
means you have to step into your masculine
Yeah.
to work, to not be agreeable. I'm not trying to
all of
shit
us.
on you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But working and pursuing higher education, etc., inevitably masculinizes you as a female.
Well, I believe that.
Why don't you just take the L? Because you are masculine. But she doesn't want to be called masculine because if she is called masculine and she actually agrees with it, a lot of guys won't want to talk to her seriously anymore. And I've got a newsflash for you, Dinalva. Guys don't talk to you seriously now. They just don't. Because you are masculine. And there's no way a guy with two brain cells to rub together are going to want to come home from a hard day at work just to argue with you. There's a reason why guys say they want peace. And they do want peace. 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just leave them be. They don't want to hit the door and have you scraping at them. And you're like, oh God, I just left this. Here we go again. Let's see what happens next.
That for me, higher education gave me the opportunity to be around men of value.
Let's go back to the
be in a
original
social
point that I was
setting.
trying to make here.
And it does add value to me in Africa. Women being educated is a good thing.
Okay, look, again, that's great. But all I'm simply trying to say here is because you're saying, oh, well, I could complain about men too, blah, 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 all this other stuff. You do understand that at 31 years old, being a fairly masculine woman and having a higher education, etc., actually hurts you when it comes to finding a man, right?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. What I'm doing right here is I'm talking to you, somebody that I don't necessarily agree with. But I don't surround myself with people like you. So
No! That's not what he's saying. That's not the question asked. The simple statement that he made was you do realize that 31 years of age with a high education is going to make you disagreeable. I'm aware of that. But she has to talk. She has to. And if you notice, Troy Francis over here and Pearl are like, here we go. Here we go. Let's get back into it.
the people that I am around
really?
that are more like the people that are my type, we don't need to disagree. In fact, I don't have this experience with other men. I only have it with men that come on this podcast. So really, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the problem. Maybe I'm looking at you guys and think that you probably just don't understand.
Let's pull it back a sec. Let's play it again.
To find a guy to take you seriously that you actually
That's
respect
not why
and
I'm
admire.
single.
Hold on, stop. If you're not, if you're in your 30s and you haven't found,
Say,
It's-
and
you're
am
right.
I
I've met your
and I'm
girls.
a kind of men that
eat them. Like,
Exactly. And the bar for women, like you said, the reality is the bar for women to be considered attractive, and not hot, not super beautiful, whatever, but attractive enough is significantly lower than it is for men, right? You know, a girl, as long as she's kind of slim, she's kind of pretty, she's in the room, right? She's in the room with Drake. You know, she can put some makeup on, she can do a bit of, you know, whatever. She's on the yacht with Drake. It's not actually that hard.
That's
know?
different from
What
marriage
value is
material,
there?
though.
Well, that is,
I may have gone a little bit further, but I'm glad I did, because this is a very, very interesting point. Extremely interesting. For proper context, this part of the video, they're talking about the bar to entry for women versus men in the sexual/dating marketplace. And it is much easier for women to enter than guys, simply because women exist. You don't have to do anything to gain access to it, where guys must. That's indisputable. I used to wonder why I didn't have much luck growing up in the dating scene. I know why now. Because I had to create my lane where girls already had one. It's like two roads. One is paved and smooth, and the other one is a trail. Broken rocks, glass, everything scattered over there. The broken pathway is guys, and the smooth road is girls. We got to pave the road. We have to pave the road. We have to get the asphalt. We have to lay it down. We have to get the tar. We have to do all that stuff to make it so that we got a way to go. Women don't have that. And a complete and total newsflash to all the ladies out there, nobody is be judging you for that. No one's criticizing you. No one's saying anything about that because we guys accept it. It is what it is. And it may not be right, it may not be fair, it may not be kind, it may not be just, but we don't care about that. We're not trying to make it fair or kind or just or nice. We're just not. This is the hand you're dealt. Play cards. There's no backseats, there's no do-overs, nothing like that. This is the hand you were dealt. You gotta play your hand. It is what it is. And to say it's anything else other than it is what it is disingenuous at best. Excuse me. Well, let's get back to it.
That's a different matter, but
Yeah.
like Myron said, but the reality is at least you're in the ballpark then.
I get
so
it, yeah.
then you've got the opportunity.
You get the
to-
opportunity.
Yeah,
Like
fair enough.
And this is why I don't respect, like, when you guys sit here and say, oh, I want to do this or whatever. Like, women don't have to earn their value. Like, if you meet a top tier guy and he doesn't commit to you, you suck. Why can't we call women losers? Why can't we tell them you just suck? Like, you're not attractive. Because if you go on a date with a guy, right? And you have good girlfriend traits, you're not annoying, you're not a fucking bimbo, you're not stupid as fuck, you're not fat, you're not crass, you're not obnoxious, you're not like a guy will probably wife you, bro. So my thing is, like, if you can't get wifed, that's your fault as the woman. But at least you get the opportunity to meet the man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Makes sense.
Y'all get.
That's true. I find no fault in his logic. All you have to do is act like you got some sense. And there's a good chance the guy will take you seriously and date to marry you. There's a very good chance of it. I mean, girls come out the gate ready to go. And that's probably why they make the mistake of thinking that guys are the way. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. I think I figured this out. I think I finally figured it out. Women come out the gate fully assembled. And women are of the mind that men and women are equal, or should at least should be equal. So if we're equal, then we come out the gate ready to go just like they are. And they're offended, flabbergasted, and shocked to find out that we're not. And we're not because we are not the same. And there's a reason why Myron and Pearl and Troy and Donovan and MTR and late great Kevin Samuels and all those wonderful people come out and say the same thing. We are not the same. And to think that we are, it's stupid. It's stupid. We are not the same. Never have been, never will be. And it goes beyond our private parts. We think differently. We move differently. We act differently. We talk differently. Yes, we are humans. And as humans, we are equal. Yes, I'll be the first to say that. But when it comes to interpersonal dynamics, interpersonal relationships, and that sort of thing, we are not the same. We're just not. And I'll say that again. When it comes to personal dynamics, interpersonal relationships, and that sort of thing, we are not the same. Girls and guys are different. Our viewpoints on relationships and things like that are different. And it comes down to biology. Women like to say men are horny. They're horn dogs. No, we're not. We simply are hardwired to want to impregnate as many women as we possibly can. And how do you impregnate somebody? You have sex with them. Notice it's one of those things that we're never taught to do. But we can do it. We know how to do it. And yet, mom and dad never taught us that. Why? We're never taught how to have sex. It's one of the few things in life that we're never taught about. But yet, everybody can do it. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? And that's because it's hardwired into you. You know how to do it because of thousands of years, or if you're not religious, hundreds of thousands of years of practice. You just know how to do it. You're not taught. No one put you aside and say, okay, this is how you stroke. In, out, up, down, up, down. Now keep doing that till you get it. No one's taught that. But we all know how to do it. And you've got to ask yourself, why is that? And that is because we as humans innately know what we need to do to reproduce. And because we are humans, both males and females want to do it. And therein lies the part of the reasoning why things are the way they are. Because men want to do it. Men want to do it whenever, wherever. Shout out to Janet Jackson, anytime, any place. We just want to do it. There's a reason for the saying, I was horny and she was there. There's a reason why you can get hard at a moment's notice as a guy. She could be sitting there a certain way, and you go, oh my God, and boing, there it is. Why is that? Let us continue.
To take the shot at least. We don't even get to take the shot unless we pay to get the fucking basketball. Like I don't think women get that shit. You guys get the shot. We don't. We have to be exceptional to even get an opportunity.
I feel
Again, I find no fault in his logic, and that's a great analogy. If you liken the dating game to a game of basketball, girls get the ball and can take a shot. We don't even get the ball unless we buy it. And again, that's not kind, that's not fair, that's not just, that's not nice. And we accept it for what it is. If that's what we got to do, that's what we're going to do. And that's why males are so adaptable. Because we look at a situation, we judge it, we figure out what we need to do to overcome it, and we do it. Okay, I see. We got to do X, Y, and Z to get over. Let's go do it, guys. We don't have time to worry about woulda, couldas, and shouldas. We don't have time to wonder if it's fair or nice or kind or just. Because if you do, life will pass you by. Opportunities are fleeting at best, and they're few and far between for the majority of guys. Us everyday Joes. I'm a solid 6. I can dress up and be a 7. You don't hear me complaining about things. Because, okay, I'm a 7. That's what life has given me. Now I'm going to maximize it. I'm going to make it work for me. And that's what guys do. That's what we do. We survey what we have and we make it work for us. Are there guys out there that complain? Yes, there are. They're commonly known as incels, involuntarily celibate. They want to have sex, girls don't. And they'll kind of sort of blame everybody but themselves about it. They don't take accountability for what their shortcomings are or might be. Or they may have been rejected 2, 3, maybe 4 times and they just give up. Well, you got to do what you got to do. I would advise them not to give up. Because as Myron also said in another podcast, shout out to you again, Myron, he said that dating for guys is a numbers game. You shoot your shot, you throw everything and anything at the wall, looking to see what sticks. And if it sticks, that's what you're going for. That's what you're going for. And again, it's not right, kind, fair, or just. And we don't have time to worry about things like that. Because the few minutes that you have that you might take to worry about something like that are minutes that you could have been doing something more productive, like trying to talk to a girl. Let's get back to it.
Sad for the kind of women,
get that.
for the kind of men that you guys are, because you surround yourself with a lot of race girls.
Wow.
No,
I have to
okay,
say,
actually, can
because
I-
my girls don't act
No,
like that.
okay.
I have to
No,
say,
it's
and the,
your
and my
girl-
and my
I've met your
and I
girls.
must say,
They-
no, you've not met my girls actually. You met people that
Are
I
you-
chose
are
to
you
bring on
leaving?
your
Are
podcast.
you leaving?
Actually,
She's walking off. Okay.
you've not met my friends,
time
Pearl.
is
I'll
it?
tell you that much. You
time?
know,
Just-
you know people. You know
3:26.
some people that
No,
I know.
actually, I want to speak on this because
Yeah. Hey, if you can leave. Hey, we just have a rule. We take your IG off. It's cool though. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave. I totally understand that. That's totally fine. You can go. You can go. You can go.
sorry.
That's fine. All right.
No, because that was something that I thought when I first came on the podcast was that, not all women are like this. And I just kind of thought that Myron and Fresh were just interviewing Miami girls until I moved to London across the pond. And I got the same responses from women from Africa, from Italy, from literally all over the world that they get in Miami. Women are women. We just have nature.
Now, the thing that is the most jarring, we'll put it that way, is that she is a woman speaking on these things. She is a woman speaking on these things. And once again, I'm sorry about the angles and things like that. Got a new setup here and we're just learning it. It'll get better, I promise, as we go along. But this is a woman who's spitting game. And if they won't listen to her, what makes you think they're going to listen to you? That's why in this space, I talk to guys more than I talk to girls. Simply because with guys, I have a better chance of them actually listening to what I'm saying. A lot of what I'm saying is going to hurt a girl's sensibilities and feelings. So she's not going to listen. And I'm aware of that. And I know it. So I've adjusted to it. Again, I'm problem oriented. I'm a problem solver. And I solve my own problem. If I know they're not going to listen to it, I'm not going to tailor the message for them. I'm going to talk to the people that I feel I have a better chance of reaching. And in this case, it's going to be the males. Females, not so much. If you do, good for you. If you hear it, even better. If you act on it, perfect. But I'm not going to sit here and worry about it. I'm not going to sit here and be all butthurt if you don't. Because I don't expect you to. And if I don't expect you to, that's one less hurdle that I've got to jump over. Let's get back to it.
What was that nature? Sorry.
Being delusional.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being delusional.
Same as men.
Yeah.
Like you're
Okay,
literally
we're all
you just tried to argue with me that a woman's dating life is similar
Yeah.
difficulty to a man's, and that's just like not
bro,
true at all.
I'll tell you
You
why.
get the
Wait,
you
bro,
get the
hold
same
on, bro, hold
responses.
one
All right,
second.
go ahead. Tell
He
me
addressed
how.
me.
Go
Let me
ahead,
tell you
tell me how.
something. For example, okay, me.
Let me tell you something. Listen to me. Listen to me. Me. No, I don't want to listen to you. Not unless you have something that is going to be of some importance that is going to help the conversation along. You notice, and this happens with a lot of females, is that when they talk about things, they always refer back to the first person. That's not true because it didn't happen to me. I've never seen it, so it couldn't have happened. Happens every damn day. It happens every single day. Just because it doesn't happen to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen to you, great. If it happens to you, great. But you're not the focal point. The world does not revolve around you. And in that sense, women are very, very vain and self-centered. And narcissistic. Because the world revolves around, everything revolves around them. That's how they look at it. Because I'm special, I'm a prince, I'm this, I'm that. And we have a hand to play in that, as I said before. Which is why I won't gas up anybody anymore. And I haven't for the longest time. You want gas? There's a show station down the street because you're not getting it from here. Let's get back to it.
Single, I'm stepping out. Me, I decide to be open-minded and give men opportunities to speak to them. And what I find... Hey, I beg.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, and I'm telling you, for facts...
Did you notice the face she just made? Did you notice the face she made? Let's see if we can get it back real quick.
Yeah.
Like you're literally you just tried to argue with me that a woman's dating life is similar difficulty to a man's, and that's just like not true at all.
I'll tell you why. Hold on, hold one second.
Go ahead. Tell me
address
how.
me. Let me tell you something. For example, okay, me, single, I'm stepping out. Me, I decide to be open-minded and give men opportunities to speak to them. And what I find... Hey, I beg.
Sorry, my bad.
Look at the face. Now, Pearl she was over-talking, but she's caught herself... my bad, I'm sorry. And look at the face she made. I've seen people die for less. And she does it with impunity because she's a woman.
My bad.
Okay, and I'm telling you, for facts.
And watch the face that the hosts make.
Yeah.
Like you're literally you just tried to argue with me that a woman's dating life is similar difficulty to a man's, and that's just like not true at all.
I'll tell you why. Hold on, hold one second.
Go ahead. Tell me how.
Me. Let me tell you something. For example, okay, me, single, I'm stepping out. Me, I decide to be open-minded and give men opportunities to speak to them. And what I find... Hey, I beg.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, and I'm telling...
She's talking again. Oh God, please make her stop. That's the look. Please, dear God, make her stop.
You for facts. In modern day, the same way you guys can complain about women is the same way we complain about men. For me, I actually find it very difficult to even speak to men. Not just because of what I look like, it's also because of the fact that a lot of the time men will be thinking, okay, she thinks like, she's comfortable. She's very much, established in herself. And they tend to challenge me for no reason. They're not even nice to me. So
No. They see. No. No. I'm no. I gotta call Cap. There's a reason why they challenge you, sister. And they challenge you because of your nonsensical word salad. That's why they challenge you. There is definitely a reason for it. But you're so used to speaking the way you speak, you don't see it as a problem. And I'm sure that you will find somebody who's willing to put up with that. I have no doubt. It's just not happening this way. And if you say, I didn't want to, that's fine too. Because ain't nobody here trying to talk to you. This woman is the reason why, or okay, a really strong reason why dating is going down the toilet. They'll smash. Don't get it twisted. But just because they smash doesn't mean they'll wife you. It doesn't mean that they'll bend the knee and propose to marry you. As a matter of fact, they won't. They'll have their fun with you while they're looking at other people. You'll find yourself in situationships, but you won't see them in situationships because all you see is, I got a good one. Now, maybe you change. Maybe. Doubt it, but maybe you change. And if you do change, then bravissimo. Hooray for your side. But you're going to have to change to get a different outcome. And I don't see it happening. Because you're too busy arguing your points to people who know better. Okay, you're dealing with 4 very highly successful individuals. 2 of them are multi-millionaires. They know of what they speak. And yet you're telling them no. The fact that you tell them no is telling me that you're disagreeable. So you're proving them right there, just with that one word. And you got poor Pearl, who just she's done. She's done. And Troy's checked out. You got this poor lady up here who is a random panelist, for lack of a better word. She doesn't even get a chance to talk. Excuse me. Because Dinalva has sucked up all the air in the room. You got 4, 5, 6, 7 people on the panel. And of those 7 people, Dinalva speaks the most. Let's continue.
To me, I'm not going to lie to you. The same way you complain about women, I complain about men. Yeah, it will be easier for me if I want to have sex with a man, but it will be much harder for me to be able to respect a man to a point where I will say, yeah, I would marry you. Oh, yeah, I would give you the opportunity to even get close to me that way. Because a lot of men are letting themselves down in what it even means to be a basic man.
So it's the guy's fault.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's the guy's fault. I'm talking from my perspective. The same way you guys can complain.
That's exactly what you're saying. Stop lying. That's exactly what you're saying. And that's why Troy is over there going, oh God, this again. And Pearl's like, wake me when it's done, when it's over. It's exactly what you said. Let's be real. Let's be honest. You shifted the blame to the men. You're absolving yourself of all responsibility. And for you to say, no, you're not, it's a straight up lie. Getting back.
It's the same way I complain. You guys find it difficult. I find it difficult.
But you're not refuting any of his points.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm just adding my point.
Okay.
I also find it difficult. So I don't.
But that's not what we're saying. That's not the point of this conversation. That's not the point of this podcast. And if you find it difficult, shut your mouth, and it might not be so difficult. Goes back to that old saying. It's better to close your mouth and give the appearance of foolishness than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And you notice where I froze it, wide open. We know you're stupid. That box has been opened. There's no closing it now. The barn doors have opened and the horses have left the barn. That's how bad it is. There's no way you're closing it now.
Useless
It's okay.
points. Useless
It's
points.
for you, but it's my experience. So I can
Let's
just
be objective
compare.
here. Let's be objective here. Let's do a little bit of accountability. You're 31 years old.
Yes.
You're a fairly masculine woman.
So you say.
You are.
Well, I
You
don't know. A lot
absolutely
of
are.
people tell me I'm not. They say that it's
They lie to you to get in your drawers. From this moment forward, I'm going to be brutally honest with this woman. They're lying to you. They want the nanny. And they figure if they tell you what you want to hear, there's a better chance for them to get it. So they lie to you.
it's dependent on the man. If you find me masculine, it's maybe you're not masculine enough.
No,
That's
no, no.
what-
No. That's a coping mechanism that you've employed. Not man enough. Is he wearing a dress? No. Then I think he's man enough for you.
what
No.
they say, so I'm just
You're not agreeable, right?
Not with you.
You're just not agreeable, which is a masculine trait. You pursued higher education. You work in the professional world. You have,
I'm a teacher, so that's a feminine profession, really, isn't it?
Are you a teacher? You said that you counsel
Yes.
people.
Behavior management. I work with children. I help them.
Okay. Again,
Actually.
you don't have children, right? And you don't have a man.
No.
Okay. So you're pursuing a career.
No, I'm not pursuing a career. I'm just living.
You are pursuing a career. Stop being so stupid and contrary. You're arguing just to argue at this point.
Living my life because I have bills to pay.
Okay. Look, whether you want to accept it or not, right? And women get really
Don't I
mad
have
when I
bills
say
to
this.
pay?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have bills to pay
Yes.
means you have to step into your masculine
Yeah.
to work, to not be agreeable. I'm not trying to
all of
shit
us.
on you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But working and pursuing higher education, etc., inevitably masculinizes you as a female.
What?
Tell me he's lying. Tell me he's wrong. That's a simple truth that women refuse to acknowledge. To go get your bag means you have to adopt masculine traits to get it. Because femininity won't cut it. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there because guys are running around eating other people. It's cutthroat. It's cutthroat.
Well, I believe that for me, higher education gave me the opportunity to be around men of value.
Let's go back to the
be in a
original
social
point that I was
setting.
trying to make here.
And it does add value to me. In Africa, women being educated is a good thing.
Okay, look, again, that's great. But all I'm simply trying to say here is because you're saying, oh, well, I could complain about men too, blah, 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 all this other stuff. You do understand that at 31 years old, being a fairly masculine woman and having a higher education, etc., actually hurts you when it comes to finding a man, right?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. What I'm doing right here is I'm talking to you, somebody that I don't necessarily agree with. But I don't surround myself with people like you. So the people that I am around that are more like the people that are my type, we don't need to disagree. In fact, I don't have this experience with other men. I only have it with men that come on this podcast.
Blah, 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 blah. And you're giving poor Myron a headache. Word salad. This is the verbal equivalent of being very busy doing absolutely nothing. It is the verbal equivalent of being busy doing nothing. Let us continue.
So really, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the problem. Maybe I'm looking at you guys and think that you probably just don't understand.
Okay, let me be objective about this. If you're 31 years old as a woman and you haven't been able to find a guy to take you seriously that you actually respect and admire, hold on, stop. If you're not, if you're in your 30s and you haven't found a man that you love, admire, and respect, and that's going to take you serious and reciprocate, you failed as a female with the plethora of options that women have nowadays.
Well, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. For example, I'll quote this. Jordan B. Peterson said that the higher intellect or the higher IQ a woman has, the more likely it is for her to find it more difficult to find a partner because of hypergamy.
Name one study.
So, listen, I beg, shut up, man. Listen, I'm not going to...
Someone please check this woman. Please check her.
Lie to you, I am not an average woman. So that means that for me, it's much harder to find a man. So I'm not going to rush and be with just anybody that doesn't suit me because then we get together and it's going to be chaos. So I'm not going to be with a man that finds me masculine because he's too weak. Because a real man does not find me masculine. A real man thinks I'm actually cute. And they make me feel and I actually sit down with them and I'm quite
It's interesting.
The real man argument. The real man argument. Real men don't find me masculine. No, the men that want to smash you don't find you masculine. Let me ask you a question. Okay, let me ask you a question. these guys that you talk about that don't think you're masculine. When was the last time any of them took you home to their parents? I'll wait. Have you thought about it yet? Oh, man. These guys that want to have sex with you, they're not worried about taking you home to meet their folks because David decided she's not good enough. She's good enough to smash, but that's about it. So I'll hit it. If it's good, I'll put it in the Rolodex for the next time that I'm horny and need to be fulfilled. But that's as far as it goes. And the other thing that she's not thinking about, and that's something that Myra's trying desperately to drive home to her, is you're 31. You're not getting any younger. The looks that you have can and will fade in time. You may be blessed and it may last, your looks may last into your 40s. If you're really lucky, it'll last into your 50s. If you're a unicorn, it'll last into your 60s. But they're gonna fade. And the quote, an emotion, what you gonna do when the beauty fades? What are you gonna do? Let's get back.
Anytime, and I found this very interesting, anytime a woman prefaces a statement with a real man, it's always followed with him lowering his standards or dealing with some fuckery.
Nah.
For example,
Yes. I couldn't have said it any better. I couldn't have said it any better.
well, you're saying a real man would be able to tolerate me, etc. Let me tell you something. I'm being very candid with you. I'm multimillionaire. A lot of my friends are multimillionaires, successful, etc. We don't fucking like women like you. No offense. With all due respect. Hold on, stop. Let me finish. Because we don't want to go out and conquer the world and come back and deal with females like you. Because you guys are annoying. Masculine women don't attract masculine men. If I wore heels on fucking Saturday, you would never accept me. So why is it appropriate for you to be arguing and be masculine? Because you are a masculine woman. Trust me, you can't hide that shit. You are.
Fine.
Okay?
I'm strong.
You are a masculine woman.
I'm a strong woman.
Fantastic, which means you're masculine.
Yeah,
that's fine. But masculine men want feminine women that don't argue with them, period.
Yeah. Okay, I argue with you because
it's
you're not
interesting
my man.
to me.
If you
Hold
were
on,
my man,
stop.
it'd be different.
And I
You're not
find it
wanting me.
interesting
I'd be?
how every single one of my successful friends think the same. And here's the other thing. You know what? Regular guys think the same too.
Okay.
You know what the difference is? We don't have to tolerate masculine women once you reach a certain level.
Then let me tell you something. Tell your average and successful men to leave me alone because they won't. That's it. Tell them to leave me alone.
What they don't want.
Message received. Don't have to worry about me bothering you. Now we're going to go forward. Let's see, is it here?
People that I end up going for because I'm very aware of the traps that life can set for me. So I'm going to be careful. But that doesn't mean that I don't get if I want the option to actually.
Better quality protect, right?
Yes.
Right.
Like the protection, like it's earned. It's not just given. Like,
Of course.
like why am I gonna lie my life on the line for some fucking chick that isn't even sucking my dick and following my lead? Like, hell no, that's crazy. That's stupid. Why would I do that?
No, do it for yourself. Because as a man amongst men, you
Don't listen to her. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do it for yourself. No. Because these days, with the climate the way it is, attitudes the way they are, you could get done. You can be ended. And you run the risk of being ended for a woman who doesn't even like you. So in that sense, he's right. That is stupid. I'd rather wait and run and risk my life for someone that I know cares about me. And I care about them. Are Good Samaritans needed? Yes. And is a Good Samaritan appreciated? Yes, they are. It's just not going to be me. It's not. Because if your life can end because you stepped on somebody's sneaker, something as trivial as that, how fast are they going to step to you and try to end you over an altercation regarding a female? You don't know her. And you're telling me you're going to risk your life for someone you don't know? No, you're not. And that's why more and more you're seeing these days are women getting into trouble and guys, for the most part, just watching it happen.
also build your status through having physical competence.
But what comes first, would you think, like sucking the dick or the protection?
Well, yeah, I mean, she's got to suck the dick first.
Why?
Why would I protect the girl that I'm not getting sexual access to?
Why would I
That's
suck
retarded.
the dick of someone who is not protecting me?
You got to suck the dick to get the protection first.
Right.
The slippery slope.
As if.
Yeah, like you got what the hell?
That makes sense, actually. It's true, isn't it?
What?
That why are you gonna be sucking the dick of a man that ain't protecting you?
Yeah,
Because if you want to
exactly.
tell women to be better women, you should say don't do those things unless a man is doing the right
That 50% of the time that you fuck those guys that we were talking about earlier, that them niggas protect you? Oh, I'll wait.
Which guy?
Gotcha.
Oh, she forgot already.
Well,
Remember you said,
I mean,
if he's hot enough, I will do it. Remember that?
It's a mutual.
Are those guys protecting you?
Huff and huff.
Yeah, are those
For
guys
the
protecting
evening,
you?
yes. Like, well,
He ain't protecting you.
I was having as much.
So
fun
I'm not
as-
even getting my dick sucked and I gotta protect you?
Maybe
But
he
he got
didn't-
his dick sucked and he
Maybe
didn't
he
protect
wasn't
you?
in a position where he had to. Not every time that you need to protect
exactly.
somebody.
Sometimes I
Not always
protect
in
the
danger.
guy.
Do you not see the lack of logic here? What
do
I
you
just
mean?
said.
I guess there should be a desire from a man to protect a woman in the first place, but we all protect each other in general, by the way.
Women can't protect anything.
Right. So if I can protect.
Women can't protect anything. Right. So you agree with him? To quote the late, great Kevin Samuels, you can't make this shit up. You just can't.
So who is then you have to protect me then if I can protect. Well, you also can.
But that's earned though.
Yourself.
But that's earned though.
Well.
That's
What is earned?
the protection from a man.
I give up.
Yeah.
It should just be a natural thing, in my opinion.
Okay, so you know what? By that argument, then it should just be a natural thing that we just get our dick sucked.
Well, if both was equal, then yes.
Yeah, if you showed that investment, then you'll get your investment.
No, there's plenty of dudes that protect chicks and don't get their dick sucked all the time.
Well,
Dudes be caping for girls and they don't even like them.
That's because people don't really know their roles anymore.
Yeah.
and also there comes the fact that there's generosity too. Come on.
That's him taking the role to the next level, and he still doesn't get his dick sucked.
Myron, would you not stop if a man?
You guys make zero sense.
Can I
man.
ask you a question, Myron? Would you not stop and protect like a woman
have
if she
the
was being
patience of
absolutely
saints,
harassed by
truly.
someone else?
Truly.
You wouldn't actually step in because that's not the woman that's sucking your dick. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of men that have like almost like an innate kind of urge to protect a woman because that's meant to be your natural role as a man anyway. Masculine men don't need to protect only the woman they sleep with. They protect villages of women sometimes.
Here's
You know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
I would do it, but it's not intelligent. Stupid.
And there it is. He would do it, but it would be stupid. Which means if he had a second to think about it, he probably wouldn't do it. And you can't fault him for that. Because it's not logical. You're protecting someone that brings you absolutely, positively, and emphatically no value whatsoever. Let's go beyond the ha-ha, brouhaha, funny, all that other stuff like that. And let's look at the situation for what it truly is. You want me to defend someone who I don't even know. Where's the logic in that? I don't know her. I don't know her from a hole in the wall. And yet you want me to put my life on the line, run the risk of potentially losing said life for someone that I don't know. And someone who wasn't thinking about me, isn't thinking about me, and won't think about me. She'll probably go back home to her boyfriend, or her fiance, or her husband. There's no logic in that. Now I'm not going to talk for a while. I'm going to let it play, and we'll talk about it when it's finished.
Yeah, maybe that's what
I
it
would
is.
personally do it because of who I am, and I used to work in law enforcement, so I'm not a good person to ask on this. But however, it is stupid for men to sit there and protect women that they don't know. It's dumb. Hey, you guys wanted equality, right? Protect yourself.
You're entitled to say that it's stupid, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people there's men that are generous with that kind of attitude. In fact, there's men that even go into pimping because they were trying to protect the woman to begin with. I know quite a few of those, you know.
I know I said I'd do it. But, huh? What's that? Did you just say pimping? Oh, good night.
Okay, let's let her talk. I don't know what you're saying right now. What about you? I don't know what you're saying right now.
Yo.
What about you?
Pimps meant to protect women.
Okay. Dinalva, we're going to move to the next person.
Yo.
Holy.
Okay, I want you to watch back this show
I will.
and see how crazy you sound.
I'm just saying, is it a lie?
Mad thing. Okay, go ahead.
Wow. Interesting.
Did you take a Zandy before the show?
No, what the hell, guys? Literally.
That's the
been
most
at
charisma
work.
you've shown the entire just now. No, what the hell, no.
How do you know Myron?
I don't, as in I've watched your content.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Well, we did introduce ourselves before, too.
She kept saying,
She remembered
Myron. Okay.
No, as in, because he's like, did you take something before the show? No.
So you're just always like this?
I'm just chill, but I am really tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's
It
like
is half
4
4 in the
a.m.
morning.
guys.
All right, man.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I think this is just how you are all the time, man.
What about you, Miss Russia?
Who, me?
How was the show for you? Comments, questions?
Very stressful.
You didn't say nothing.
Because everyone was shouting, I got really agitated and, I couldn't, I froze a little.
Okay, here's where it starts to go off the rails. Pay very close attention to what's said, and we'll get back to it afterwards.
Bit. And also a few times I tried to speak and people would just speak on top of me. And
You didn't go to war?
What do you mean?
Like, you haven't been in a war before?
No.
Oh, never mind. Russia, Ukraine. Okay, never mind.
I'm in London for 15 years. I've been saying this the whole time.
I'm kidding him.
It was a bad joke.
Kidding.
I don't have much connection anymore with,
Understood.
Well, if you didn't get much time to speak, is there any final point you want to make then?
Yeah, this is your chance right now, and you're just like.
Well, I think that.
That's good. She said, "I think," instead of "I feel like."
This is why she hasn't spoken.
See,
Here's where it's going off the rails. And it's going off the rails because of what Myron said. I'm going to play it again real quick.
Yeah, this is your chance right now, and you're just like.
Well, I think that.
That's good. She said, "I think," instead of "I feel like."
He said, she said, I think instead of I feel, and that's good.
This is why she hasn't spoken.
See, I can't, because all you want to do is just intimidate everyone. That's how
And now it's intimidation.
I think or feel, or whichever way it is, because anything I or someone else says, just twist everything around and,
How did I twist that around? I was giving you a compliment.
He was giving her a compliment. And yet he's twisting it around. It's not what he said. It's how he said it.
You like
what? Because I can't think or otherwise, or what do you mean?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but almost every girl before they made a point said "I feel" before they made their point.
Yeah,
versus
but
I think.
feeling is not lesser than thinking.
And it starts to go downhill quickly. Reels before feels, is a real thing. And there's a reason they say it.
There's emotional intelligence, which you should probably read about as well.
Just don't do this.
Oh wow.
Yo, are you done?
All right, what is emotional intelligence? Define it for me.
I'm not a dictionary. You have to go.
So wait, you just told me to have emotional intelligence, but you don't know what it means?
Well, it's a feeling as well.
Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand feelings and emotions and process them.
I have a fun question. So wait, hold
I'm
on.
not a dictionary. I'm sorry. I'm not a book smart.
So you just used a term that you don't know the definition of?
Well, I understand it more visually.
You have a master's.
If you understand it visually, you should be able to explain it.
Visually. What the fuck?
You guys, do you know what? That's actually really mean.
Very mean and very offensive. I'm super neurodiverse. Thank you very much. And I'm not going to be bullied either. So.
Who's bullying you? Who's bullying you? And what does super neurodivergency has to do with being bullied? I'll wait while you attempt to explain that one. But I don't think you'll be able to explain that because you couldn't explain what emotional intelligence was. You could visualize it, but you couldn't put it into words. No, you couldn't try to put it into words. Oh.
We're not bullying you. It's just you said you need to have more emotional
You're trying
intelligence.
to laugh
And I
at
said,
me.
okay, what is emotional intelligence? You couldn't define it.
Yeah, because you don't have to define it like that. Not everybody can express themselves or explain.
Who's talking to you, Dinalva? Who's talking to you?
These things. That's why she went quiet when you guys attacked her.
You said earlier words are.
And who attacked who? Nobody attacked her. But now you're triggered. You've been triggered for most of this podcast.
Important, right? You should know what the meanings of it. You said that. You said that.
Because those are my standards. Those are my standards. That's what I stand for. That's why when you asked emotional intelligence, I had a definition. Did I not?
Why don't you just laugh at
I have a
yourself?
definition.
Sometimes you do dumb shit. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, just okay.
She didn't do anything
No, like you said, it's
everyone.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
Use an excuse of 4 a.m. now.
Okay, you're not saying nothing. So
No. Hold on. This is just hilarious.
This means we've been up for almost 24 hours to accommodate you, actually. So it's not very nice that you say that. That's another excuse.
What was that?
Also work. Listen,
so true.
I get up in 20 minutes. I've been up from 5 a.m. until now, so it's not very nice that you're saying that to her.
Dinalva, I told you it was going to be.
No, that's okay. You told me, but it doesn't matter if you told me. My time is also precious, you know.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, you asked.
No,
That's why I kept.
I just find this very funny. Because she was the one answering the question, but you just did most of the
Because
talking,
you're
which is
mean.
ridiculous.
I don't like people picking on people, and I watch it, and I don't think it's okay. I didn't like what you said.
Again, he just got through saying he was talking to one girl, and then you piped in, and then you piped in again. Make it make sense. Or in other words, shut up. Speak less. No, don't speak anymore.
To her either. I think
See, she
he's
has
mean.
to defend me like you have to step into your masculine.
I'm sorry, but
For
I
each
didn't
other,
like.
we
I
have
didn't
to-
like
No,
that. I understand
So
why
let me
you struggle
hold
to
on.
speak.
No,
I would
no.
never allow anyone to speak
mind.
to somebody like that in my
Okay,
presence.
okay.
When a man doesn't
look.
protect
Guys
you,
are
a
so
woman,
soft.
Look.
another woman has to.
Do you
protect
not do you
no?
do you can you do you know what she said?
What?
Do you even know what she said?
About what? She
Like-
said a lot of things.
Okay. What did she say that you have an issue with?
She didn't. I didn't have an issue with her.
No.
I had
What,
an issue with what
okay.
you said to her.
Which was what?
That you're basically mocking her for the fact that she first said you said that she said I think, and then you even went on to then talk about her accent. And in fact, the three of you have been talking about her accent or
That is
picking on her
true.
along the
That's
show. So when it
discrimination,
gets
by
to
the
this
way.
point, and she even
Discrimination.
explained that she felt
He
overwhelmed
was
to
mocking
speak.
my accent.
She felt overwhelmed to speak because you guys keep cutting off the moment that she speaks, and when you do things like stereotypical that you jump on the fact that she's Russian or whatever.
Yeah.
And this time she's even Latvian, so it's
Exactly.
actually not nice. You're being unwelcoming on your show when somebody came to even give you views because you're shouting ahead, saying all the things that.
No. She's not giving them views. They're giving her views. They didn't tune in to see her. They didn't know she was going to be on the damn show. They had no idea she was going to be on the show. So no.
She's still there.
Okay,
You're not being appreciative.
since you didn't address it at all. She said, "I think," and I said, "Oh, great, you think," instead of "I feel," because a lot of you have said "I feel," which was a compliment. Then, right? She goes, "Oh, you need to learn emotional intelligence," and I'm like, "Okay, define emotional
That's not what
intelligence."
she said. She said before that, she said,
You need
"What's
to
wrong
learn
with
some
me
emotional
thinking?"
intelligence.
She said, "What's wrong with me thinking?" He said,
But
"Well,
that
because other
wasn't-
people
but he
said
wasn't-
feel."
he
She
was-
said, "It's okay to feel. Feel is not lesser than thinking because emotion.
She
Maybe
said,
I think it
"You
started off-
need to
I
get some
think-
emotional intelligence," and I said, "Define
Wasn't out of
emotional
nowhere.
intelligence."
I think it's a misunderstanding.
and she couldn't
yeah.
define emotional.
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding that went totally out of control. But it's a misunderstanding because you didn't stop and ask a question. You could have simply said, "Wait, what did you mean by that?" And he would have told you, and that would have been the end of it. But no, you let that word trigger you, and now we're where we are.
Social
Yes, it
intelligence,
was.
and we burst out into laughter because how are you going to tell
It's
someone?
not that she doesn't know it. She's feeling overwhelmed. Not everybody is a public speaker. I can speak confidently. She can't.
You talk too much. You talk too much.
Of course I do.
Alright,
It's
let's
fine.
move
Like
on
shut the
now.
fuck up for 2
You
seconds.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, who the
Here we go.
fuck are you talking
What
to?
the fuck? Who are you talking to? Do you
Bitch, get the fuck off my
I
shit,
don't
man.
mind. Who
Bitch,
is
get the
trying to
fuck
shut
off
the
my
fuck
shit.
up?
Bitch, get the fuck off my
Shut
shit.
up.
Get
You're
the
a
fuck up
fucking
out of here, bro.
loser.
Get the fuck up out of
Very
here.
disrespectful.
Get the
though.
You're
fuck up
very
outta here.
rude. You shut the fuck
Get
up.
the
You don't
fuck up
come
outta
to
here.
shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck up outta here, bro.
You as well.
Get the fuck up outta here, bro.
Also deal. It's really
You look like a fucking Teletubby talking shit over here, man.
Yes,
Get the
you
fuck
look
up out
like
of
a
here.
fucking knob.
Get the fuck up out of here,
You
bro.
look like an idiot. That's why you swear so much at women that gave their time to be here with you.
I sweat the fat off, something you need to do.
You're a fucking loser.
I sweat the fat off. Something you need to do.
I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah, well,
I can swear as much as you can.
okay.
problem.
That doesn't make you
Because you're masculine.
a lady, though.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't make you a man either.
Well,
A man doesn't act like this. Real men don't act like this. Real men know how to respect women, which you don't know. That's why you swear from the
respect.
moment.
Real simps act the way you want them to. A simp would act the way you want him to. Myron's not a simp. It is what it is. Deal with it.
Respect is earned,
From the
and
moment-
you
Exactly.
have
You
not
didn't
earned
earn
it.
my respect
Why are
either.
you still talking? Just
I'm
leave.
about to leave.
Just leave. Get the fuck up
Ciao.
out of here. Just leave.
Fresh, you did earn my respect. You're cool. This guy's a prick.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Well-
Listen, we did a show together.
Yo,
Respectfully,
it's crazy,
I
bro.
don't care.
mean-
I don't even care. I said what I said. I'm
You're
not-
built like a fridge, and you talking
I
crazy
don't give a
shit.
A fridge don't have curves like this, nigga.
What curves?
These curves, look. These
Disgusting,
curves.
bro. You're way almost 200 pounds. You're yeah. Well,
I don't think I can.
you
accept
look.
this.
Oh, you
Okay.
get the fuck up out of here too. Go back to your guy. Go back to him. Like you guys get the fuck up out of here. This is Fresh and Fit. We don't give a fuck, man. The fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can leave too. You guys can't deal with
for one.
fucking the truth, man.
Lip gloss.
Yeah. This is fantastic.
yo, you know what's funny about
No, I'm telling you, shut the fuck up.
yo, you know what's funny about all three girls, bro?
Bro, she ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Yo, you know
She ain't got no hands, bro.
yo, you know
That's why I don't give a fuck. Women can't fight. Who gives a shit what the fuck they gotta say?
You know what's funny about all
Just
three
leave,
girls?
bro. Why y'all still like?
Yo, they got no ass.
Well, one's
Okay.
fat. The other one got no ass.
Can we just end this, man? God damn, bro. Okay, who's that?
No, this is fucking hilarious.
It is
bro.
funny, but
this is
God
funny as
damn.
fuck, bro. They're
Yeah,
so
you
tricky.
guys frank cast celebrity.
Yo, like yo, it's crazy to me. You should have some emotional intelligence. Define emotional intelligence. She don't even know.
I have EI.
These bitches are retarded, bro.
What is EI?
What is that?
I don't know.
Like, what the fuck? These chicks got master's degrees, too. That's the crazy part. For all you niggas watching the show, yo, bring smarter girls on that are educated. This is what you get with educated girls.
Yeah.
4 hours, 27 minutes, 33 seconds. And the majority of it was a back and forth between Myron and Dinalva. I kid you not. She's everything that Myron said she is. And she doesn't actually have the wherewithal to at least admit it. Whew. Needless to say, she's Frank Castle. And we come to, with that, we come to the end of the show. Support the channel, give us a like. Until the next, we're out of here.